Tom, you're 2 games away from leading a side out at Wembley. Have you thought about that much yet, or is that something you kind of put into the side for now?
Yeah, I don't know. I suppose this is where my role is quite different. You know, we try not to talk about it. It's just another game at a time. You know, it's difficult when you've won 6 games to get this far, and teams like us should not be getting to this stage because it's a step 5, step 6 competition, and we've defied all the odds so far, I should say. So it's about carrying that on and just treating Saturday like we treated last Saturday and the Saturday before. You know, and I've said it to a couple of other people. It might sound a bit boring when I say it, but it's a reality check, because for me, I firmly believe not that we haven't achieved anything, but there's a huge amount at stake at the weekend, and every game you win when you get to this stage of a competition, the next round becomes 10 times more important. You know, that losing feeling in the quarterfinals is a lot worse than the last 16, and vice versa in the semi-finals. So it's, I'd be lying if I said you're not thinking about it. I think everyone does think about it, but equally I think we appreciate we've got quite a bit to do to get that far. And you get this far in a competition, you don't come up against any bad teams. You know?
As you said, it's a tier 5, tier 6 competition. You're a tier 6 side. What's been the secret to all the giant killings you guys have been able to do?
I think it's a mixture of a number of things. You know, we joked about it the other night. Sort of having no fans is the norm for us. You know, we've had quite a few home games. We've got a fantastic togetherness within our squad. You know, we go under the radar with a lot of teams. A lot of people underestimate us. I think it's a culmination of a number of factors that have got us to where we are, and we fully deserve to be there as well. You know, I firmly believe in any cup competition you need a little bit of luck. You know, you do. We've maybe rode our luck a little bit at times, but I think we thoroughly deserve to be where we are on merit with the side that we've got.
You've made it to the semi-finals before in your career. Is there any advice you've been giving the lads at all on playing in such an occasion?
No, it was difficult because I was cup tied at that point, and that was so hard for me. You know, going last 16 quarters, and people saying, "God, do you actually want the team to get to Wembley?" You know, and I was, of course you do. Is the simple answer. You want to be part of it, but for me, it's very much about doing the right things, continuing to do what we've done so far to get to this stage, continuing pushing ourselves further, keeping the lads level-headed is a big one. You know, going away Saturday on a coach was a first for most of the boys, so it was quite a big thing. And for me, I said it just before the game, let's not play the occasion. We've not achieved. We're in the last 16 of ours, great, but we're not at Wembley. We haven't won at Wembley, and so far we haven't, in my eyes, achieved anything because of that. You know, and it's very much a case of just continuing, just doing what we've done since August when we started against Portchester, and everyone wrote us off in that first game. And I think since then we've beaten 5 teams from step 5 and a very good step 6 side as well. So it's very much continue to be us. You know, respect the opposition that we're playing, do a bit of our research on them, but focus on what we can do and what we can take into the game.
And of course, the prospect in any cup tie is penalties. You've stepped up before and you've been the penalty hero. I've got to ask, what was going through your head as you stepped up to take that penalty?
It was one of them, because Glenn said to me on Thursday, he said you'll be the one to have the winning penalty. You know, and I walked in front of their lads as we were in this sort of centre circle to take the penalties, and a couple of them said, "Oh, Jeff, so you going to take a penalty?" And I joked, said, "Yeah, I'm sure I'll smash one over the bar." And there's one I did for Christchurch years ago that I smacked over the bar. And as soon as they put their first penalty over, I knew it was sort of coming round to it. And I'm not going to say, were you nervous, were you not? I'm not. I don't get overly nervous. I get a bit of my nerves are probably a low level, but they keep me on my toes, if that makes sense. And don't get me wrong, when you're stepping up, taking a penalty in a game like that, it's important. For me, it's more you just don't want to let the boys down. You know, everyone gave everything they had for that game, and if it comes about again, I'm always the one. I'm probably one of the first to hold my hand up. But yeah, I'm sure I'll be number 4 or number 5 again if it comes around.